Hey there, coin junkies. Welcome to this week's list. I hope you like amazing blast white Morgan dollars in old holders with cool stickers and old green labels that are very high end for the grade, because that's what you're getting this week. All right, let's start out with this amazing. You can see this is pretty much a dimple obverse on this coin. Very high end for the grade, super clean chic. Coin is just an absolute headlight. The reverse is more traditional, not a dimple. Die polished lines, but also blast white. There is one, I guess I should point it out, like the tiniest of little toning spots right there. That's the only thing even remotely negative about it. Obviously, the CAC team thought it was a little undergraded for a 65, as do I. This coin has got tons of pop, tons of gorgeousness. It's really hard to put down. So anyway, that's how we're starting off. Let's take it down a notch and go with just an old, no line, fatty, very high end, mint state 64, common date 82cc. This coin might it would definitely five at like NGC. I don't know if it would five at CAC. Maybe a little bit too much chatter right there. This is going to be a fun dollar grading exercise today. So I would call this coin a 64 plus. Tons of luster. NGC would call it a 5. CAC would probably call it a 4 plus. Haven't sit it in. I just like the old holder. You can see the hologram is a little bit worn off over here, but the holder can't be perfect. Reverse is full gem. Just a cool, if you're into the fatties, that's a great one for you. All right, another great coin. This one in 1883 in 66 OGH CAC. I think this coin is pretty accurately graded. Should not upgrade. Got a clean cheek, but it does have a little scuffiness right down here on the neck. Very clean field here. Very clean cheek, as I mentioned. A little bit of hits over here in the right obverse field. That would pretty much keep this out of a 7 holder. And plus 83s just don't have as the luster that you really need to see on a 67. That's why it's so hard to make them. Reverse, full 7, all stop. Coin is gorgeous. Coin is high end, and it's got all the bells and whistles with it. Another great coin that's hard to put down. All right, now we're taking it down another notch. This one is a very high end 65, 1886 common date. Blast white, a little bit of chatter there on the cheek that you can see. Little line that blinks there too. In hand and without like looking at it super close up in this camera, this coin faces up straight up like a 6. Got 6 eye appeal. Beautiful coin. Slightest, and I mean slightest, little bit of toning right there in case you have to have everything completely white. But a great looking piece. All right, most expensive coin of the day, because this coin is incredibly high end. I'm going to try to show every little tick that might matter. First of all, 90 O's, common coin, really hard to find above gem, and not really even easy to find in gem and white. So what do you look for on a 90 O? Like lots of omens. Got to have a decent strike. Check, yes, it's a pretty good strike. Not completely full, but pretty darn close. Clean cheek here for a 66, yes. A little bit of a graze there, but I mean very minor. 2 little ticks right here. This coin could easily end up in an NGC 66 holder. I don't think it would 66 CAC, just because of that little bit of chatter. The luster is all there. Super nice eye appeal. This is a great looking piece. A coin that would go for a moon money at auction. Reverse, similar technical as the obverse, I would say. A little bit of chatter here in the right obverse next to the wreath, which is a focal area. A little bit up here above, In God We Trust. Eagle's pretty well struck. This little area right here too. You see the little chatter. I grade this coin 65 plus, shot 66, would grade 66 at NGC, and since it's blast white and really lustrous, would still bring really, really strong money. So we'll have to see how I price this. Probably in the mid threes, I would guess, given the huge spread in between fives and sixes. But this is a coin you're never going to want to put down, and if you're a Morgan Dollar guy, you're always going to want to show it off to your friends. It's just awesome. All right, last one. This is a coin that I plucked raw from a local show, and I wasn't even the first one to get to this table, and all the other dealers were hemming and hawing because the paperwork that I'm going to show you said that it was a 65, and I was like, that's not a 65. It's much nicer. So anyway, I went ahead and paid the money because the guy that was selling it was a real dealer and knew what the hell he was talking about. Paid the money for it and knew that if I got it into a 6 CACG holder that it would pay off well, and it has. This coin is really nice, and it comes with kind of a cool little story. It's 99.0, common date, not easy to find in 6, although, you know, the gray sheet would say otherwise. Love the die cracking right here. You can see all the way through. I don't know if this is some crazy VAM. Maybe it is. Maybe somebody's going to pick me off, score, and make $1 million and retire in Malibu. But anyway, it's a gorgeous coin, and it came with this little piece just to end up. Apparently this was conveyed somehow through Wells Fargo in Salinas. Sorry, it's got a rip in it. It says Mint State 65. I guess Wells Fargo conveyed this somehow. It says it was waiting for pickup. Signed by, looks like, who is it signed by? I don't know. The authorized signature. This person that maybe last name is Ball. So anyway, the coin is cool either way. This is a cool little group of coins. Give me a holler if you're interested. Remember to subscribe if you love what we do here at Silicon Valley Coins. Until next week, happy hunting.